Hey everybody, Steven here doing another unboxing video, and today I have the Phillips Hi-Fi Stereo SHP9500 headphones here. So I'm a huge fan of a handful of different channels. One of them is Random Frank P. He's more well known. He has over 1 million subscribers, and he did an end of the year recap, and he was just talking about a lot of the tech that he has used and tried out over this last year that he still really enjoys. And with that, this came up as still one of his favorite pieces of tech. Now, I'm not like an audiophile. I like sound, but I don't get deep into the weeds with it. But because I have the new Asus Strix Scar 3 laptop coming in, I've been slowly getting just peripherals for it. So I'm not taking stuff from my PC here in order to use it. So I did want a decent pair of headphones. So this fit the bill after watching that. Now it's normally $100, but right now you can get it on sale for $66, which is what I paid for this. I think he said the Black Friday sale was close to $50, so it's still pretty close. After tax, it was about $72, so keep that in mind as well. Ships free with Prime, all that other stuff. So, just talking about some of the stuff on this here. It has a 50mm driver, delivers that deep bass here, smooth mid-tones and crisp treble. I'm curious about the fit as well. That's another big thing. I've talked about this before. I hate things on my head. I'm just not into it. I have my G933s here, which feel really good on the ears. But even with this, wearing them long term, I just don't like the pressure. So I am curious to see how that is. My favorite budget pair has still been the HyperX ones that I got, and those are like, I think they're on sale for $35 now. I don't know the exact name, but I still love that one. Just it feels really good. But I don't wear sunglasses. I don't like wearing hats. Just I don't like the pressure on my head. It just gives me headaches. So with that, I'm trying to find something that will feel very comfortable, still deliver a great sound that I can do long play sessions with, where it's not going to give me a headache or it's just not going to create that amount of pressure on my head. So I'm curious about that with this. So we have 6 to 35,000 hertz for the frequency range. You have 102 decibels for the sensitivity. We have 32 ohms for the impedance, and this is where I'm just not an audiophile. Like, some of this stuff just isn't anything that I think about when I go after this, so hopefully that's impressive. 200 milliwatts maximum power input, and then we have the 55mm speaker drivers here. So let's go ahead and open this up. My big thing is just generally because I always do these as like an average group gamers kind of viewpoint here. Do these feel really good? Do they sound good? Because we're gonna boot some games up with this as well. I wish Amazon maybe would have did a little bit better with the delivery of this. Hopefully nothing's broke with it. It's nice and cushioned in there though. And I think that's it. Yeah, that is simple. So we have the carrying case, I'm assuming here. Maybe. I mean, you could use it as a carrying case, probably not. Probably got something better than that. But it is just simply the headset and the cord here. So, taking a look at it, let's try these bad boys on. Cool thing here, on the outside, big L, big R. You can see it in the picture, hopefully too, so you know what side you're on. Tilt. Just like a foam pad with this. It's probably not even gonna say it on here. It feels more like memory foam on the actual ear portion of it, but on the top, that just feels like regular foam. And they're lightweight. They're lighter than the G933s there. So adjustment is easy on the side here. Very nice. That's another thing. How easy can I adjust it? If it's a pain to adjust, that's another thing I don't like. Okay, well, they feel comfortable. Later on, I'll do a review, and then we'll look at how long can I wear these, right? For these longer play sessions, if I'm doing a live stream or whatever it may be with that. So let's go ahead and boot this up. Let's get this set up. We'll cut ahead, and then we'll have some games going. All right, so just plugging these in and just hopping into a game, they sound really, really good. Now I can tweak the volume settings a little bit more, but just plugging in and just going, setting max volume, it's not to the point where it's so blaring that I can't hear anything. It just is like hurting my ears, which is nice. These are stereo. I didn't find anything, this isn't like that I've seen that's like, hey, this is 5.1 or 7.1 channels or anything like that. Quick tidbit, I kept saying these were the G933s. These are the 533s. I didn't go with the 933s because they're bigger and they have LEDs on them, and I don't need LED on my headset here. I have plenty, right? And with that, it looked even bulkier than these. So material-wise, these two things feel the same, right? Very, very similar, which is they're hot. Any headset to me is hot. Even the HyperX ones, which has like a leather on it, that just starts to make my ears sweat. It's a in between. These are still the hottest ones that I've tried. So it will get your ears a little bit toasty, something to keep in mind with that. Sound quality wise though, just playing Subnautica Below Zero and hopping in and hearing the ice worm kind of move around and everything is really, really cool. It sounded phenomenal. The music on this sounds great also. So I did just throw some music up on Spotify and played that for a second. And that sounded really, really good as well. Same thing. At 100%, it's good. It's not over the top. I'm recording this on my phone, so when I do the review, I will have tested it off my phone and all of that as well. I'm not a really big headphone guy person in terms of like wearing them at the gym either. I just have earbuds. I just did the unboxing of the Black Pods. I'm more of something that's low key. I usually don't wear anything big, so I wouldn't actually travel with this necessarily unless it was for the laptop, which getting the gaming laptop, that's part of the point, is that I can travel with it. So sound wise is really, really good. Same thing, I haven't tweaked with any of the settings or anything like that either. This is just straight out of the box. It sounds really, really good. I want to tweak those settings more, play with it, and then that'll be what I'll be covering in the review here. But we have the attachment here too if you're going to be plugging this into any of the amplifiers. So if you're a musician and you need to use this, it does come with that. It says that the cable, I'm going to unplug this now. Like just sitting here, my ears are starting to get pretty toasty, just on the one ear. But it says that this is what, 4.9 feet. I can tell you, what does it say? 4.9 feet, it's 1.5 meters. It's not. This thing is taller than me. I am 6 foot. It's still on the floor. And I haven't touched the ceiling yet. So my guess is this is closer to 10 feet. This is really, really long, which is good. I like a longer cord anyways. I wouldn't make it any longer than this, but I also don't like it when it's so short that like if I try to do any type of movement from the space that I'm in, I'm yanking the cord out. So that is it. I will be curious to play with these some more and get a little bit more in depth with the sound here, tinker with the settings some more, but just right out of the gate, hopping into a game, sounds really, really good. Comparable to the other headphones. I mean, I bought these for $100. So sound-wise, very comparable to this, but this does have the 5.1 channels, I believe. So you can tinker with some of those settings. I don't ever do that, personally. I think stereo, for me at least, works fine. So anything beyond that, even with these, you can do, I think, 5.1 or 7.1. That's a little bit different, because then it's like trying to project it around the room. It just doesn't sound good. But I usually don't mess with it too much. So like I said, I'm not much of an audiophile, but from an average gamer's standpoint, these are going to be awesome for using with the laptop and being portable just off the small amount that I've tested. Now, with the review, like I said, this comes to, all right, it's already making my ears sweat. How much does that kind of give me a negative viewpoint of these, or kind of retract from my feelings with these? With that, how long can I wear these comfortably before maybe my head starts hurting or anything like that? Does the long cord present a problem when I'm dealing with a laptop and not my desktop here? And I'm having to kind of ball it up because I am going to stay pretty close to the laptop, right? So those are other things that I'm going to think about. And then sound quality wise, with tinkering with all of the settings, with that, does that improve the experience or not? Or is it kind of just you plug it in and you're pretty good to go? So that is it, everybody. If you liked the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, not just the video game stuff, doing more of the unboxing, review type stuff. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, to give, like I said, an average gamer's perspective on a lot of this stuff without getting insanely into the weeds with a lot of this. But just getting things as I can afford them versus, I mean, I can't take out a loan or anything like that and go buy a bunch of products and then just ship them back. I'm sure that happens, but I'm not at that stage with all the YouTube stuff that I'm getting people saying, hey, well, you want to review this, and sending it to me for free or anything like that either. So this is really just a hobby, something I really enjoy doing. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.